And now the night everyone in the football world has been longing for. Millions will be watching around the world. It is, of course, the biggest final in club football, the UEFA Champions League final. Welcome to the commentary box. Derek Ray here, joined by Stuart Robson. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United.
Well, Derek, it doesn't come any better than this, does it? This has the makings of an absolute classic. These are two brilliant teams, and at the moment, I can't separate them.
Here are the starters for Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale is the goalkeeper. Martin Odegaard plays with Thomas Partey in central midfield. And leading the line today is Gabriel Jesus. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. The lineup for Manchester United. David De Gea starts in goal. Luke Shaw starts with Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the fullback positions. Bruno Fernandes plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And the lead striker today is Anthony Martial. White. It's with Odegaard. Thomas Partey. Granit Xhaka. There to win it back. Anthony Martial. Bruno Fernandes. Now Casemiro. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Well, Martin Odegaard is supremely gifted, and I wonder, Stuart, what role you think he'll play in this game.
Well, for me, Derek, his greatest attribute is his ability to combine with teammates, particularly in tight areas, in and around the box, clever little one-twos, little passes round the corner. He's the player that could be key to breaking down this defence.
Ben White. Well, that's a well-timed pass, but mistimed his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there. He just needs to bide his time.
Shaw. Lisandro Martinez. Here's Luke Shaw. What can they do from here? To take the lead. And they scored! First goal in this season's UEFA Champions League final. So the game restarted by Arsenal. A wake-up call for the Arsenal players, perhaps. Can they construct a response? Very quick thinking there. And it's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! And somehow kept out by De Gea. He's driven in the corner. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Anthony. Christian Eriksen now. Marcus Rashford. Untidy in possession. Couldn't keep the ball. He takes aim. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much. No space for them here. Martial. Oh, surely. And the keeper more than equal to it. And now the delivery. And a goal to increase the lead in this final. Will they be stopped now? So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. How to play it goes. And it will be a throw-in. Wan-Bissaka. And he read it well defensively. Eriksson. White. They're really pressing their opponents. Jesus. Can they create something from here? This looks more than decent. Partey. Excellent defending. Rafael Varane. It's with David De Gea. Wan-Bissaka. Now Casemiro. Anthony. Rafael Varane. And there to intervene. Lovely ball over the top. Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus prepared to fire. Capable of so much better from that position. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay.
Well, United have certainly controlled the ball, as you can see. They've passed it well, their movement's been good, and they've been well worth their lead. Could get even better here.
And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. Well, some might say he's been fortunate to avoid being shown the card.
Well, I like that from the referee. Just because it's a penalty doesn't...
And he puts it away confidently. This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Martial. Return to Rashford. And taking it away. Well, that's a well-timed pass. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. So there it is. 3-1 the current scoreline here. Oh, in with a chance. Really important tackle. Not a poor touch and unable to keep it in play. Throw in to come. Now what can they do from here? Rashford unable to hold it. Fernandes. And Rashford. Martial. Oh, fancy footwork. Martial. Will he finish? There it is! The goals keep coming. No stopping them today. Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. And a throw in for Arsenal. And this situation could be dangerous. And saved by the keeper. And he's fired over the corner. It might still be problematic. This looks promising. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, that break looks promising, but nothing coming from it. Well, he's given us away. And United will get the throw-in. Casemiro. Anthony. Now Casemiro. Martial. Can he finish? Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. Well, almost at the end of the first half, and Arsenal a long way from their best. I don't think you can avoid that conclusion. Stuart, what have you made of their showing so far?
Well, what can you say? This has been a dismal first half display from them.
And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Anthony. Good technique displayed. They're showing good defensive judgment. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it. Rashford. How can he take them on and beat them? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Ericsson. And back with Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro failed to hang on to it. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. And able to get a body in the way. The first half here comes to an end. And they get the... Into the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory. Oh, they've lost it. Anthony. Rashford. It's there for him. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Manchester United'ın golü 9 numara Anthony Martial.
Martin Ødegaard. Bukayo Saka. And he could really get at the opposition. Body in the way. Ericsson. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Shaw. Good work to regain possession. Something to worry about here. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football. finest. Going well. Well, it came to nothing in the end. And given away. And that'll roll through to the keeper. The attack just fizzling out in the end. Ericsson. Not a great pass. Casemiro. Might really be able to trouble them here, but really sticking to their task defensively. Well, keeping hold of the ball is what it's all about for them. Well, ball control needed to be spot on. It's going to be a throw. Read it superbly to take back possession. Rashford. Gabriel Jesus. Might it be Gabriel Jesus? And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Arsenal'in golü 9 numara Gabriel Jesus.
Anthony Martial. Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. Poor pass under no real pressure. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. And the free kick awarded to Manchester United. Fernandes. And there to intervene. Good use of advantage in United's favour. Anthony. Bruno Fernandes has it. This might have potential. But the danger averted for now. Ericsson. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony. Fernandes. And now Rashford. And it might be. He can't hold on to it. Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Difficult to stop him. Really vital interception. Over the touchline for what will be an Arsenal throw. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Xhaka. Surely. Gabriel Jesus comes up with a goal.
Arsenal'in golü 9 numara Gabriel Jesus.
Casemiro. Anthony. Really good interception. Able to skip past his man. Can he make it count? Well, they've really turned this into a contest. Momentum now with them. Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Moving it forward. A disappointing end to the move. 20 minutes to go in this one. And they need to get tighter. Martial. Well, he really read that brilliantly. Casemiro. Christian Eriksen now. Disappointing pass. And he has options available. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Well, it looked as though he might be onto something, but his timing left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, that's frustrating, because he's just been too impatient there. He doesn't need to make his movement quite so early.
Anthony. And Martial. Eriksen. No problems for the keeper. Now we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Casemiro. Manchester United keep the ball. Advantage. Rashford. He's got to score! And that was simply miles off target.
Well, I think he's right to go for power, but he's made the wrong connection, and it's really poor technique in the end.
Anthony Martial. Casemiro. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Well, nearing the end of the game, and Arsenal a big disappointment, really, you've got to say.
Well, there's been a real lack of energy right from the start of the game, certainly when they haven't had the ball. They're closing down, decision-making and recovery runs just haven't been good enough.
Martinelli. And Rashford. Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. Fernandes. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Fernandes. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
Weghorst. Anthony. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. They've regained possession. Eriksen. On to Weghorst. Bruno Fernandes. Back with Weghorst. Eriksen. Eriksen! Oh, it's a goal! And certainly a deflection off the defender into the back of the net. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. He's in here. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Diogo Dalot. Now Casemiro. Moving forward effectively. Gabriel Martinelli. Oh, big chance! Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
Over it comes. Well, not cleared away completely. Gabriel. Martinelli. Delivered into the area here. A decisive clearance it was. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Couldn't keep the ball. And now the whistle they all wanted to hear. Manchester United have painted the Champions League red.
Well, just look at the emotions out there. Joy and relief on one side, despair and heartache on the other. But we've got the right winners here. They fully deserved it on the night.
For these players, well, it's the night of their lives. And they're determined to enjoy every millisecond.
Well, they have to make the most of this, don't they? It's a great feat. What an achievement from them.
Well, they don't need to be reminded about what comes next. It's the presentation of the coveted Champions League trophy.
Well, there's some tired players out there, but what you can be sure of, they'll find some energy when they get their hands on the trophy. They'll be going mad in the next few moments.
The Champions League winners, Manchester United.
Well, this is what they wanted. What a moment for these players. They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been fantastic.
And you can feel the emotion. It's natural to reflect on this final, but so much hard work has gone into the entire campaign. Memories, memories. What would a celebration be without the chance to enjoy it with your own supporters?
Well, these fans have certainly played their part, haven't they? They'll savour these moments. They've travelled far and wide to follow their team. They're loving every minute of this, and why not? They deserve it.
A performance of fire as well as ice. They held their nerve when that was necessary. And these celebrations will run long into the night.
Well, these are the moments they have to make the most of. It doesn't happen very often, does it? These will be photos to cherish for years to come. Brilliant stuff.
Manchester United are the winners of the UEFA Champions League. Oh, that's a well-timed pass. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it. Rashford. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation. Something to worry about here. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. And a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Xhaka. Gabriel Jesus comes up with a goal. Able to skip past his man. Can he make it count? Ericsson. Ericsson! Oh, it's a goal! And certainly a deflection off the defender into the back of the net. He's in here. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings?